Hey, did you ever think about what Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 come November might actually look like when it drops? Well, let's take a look at Grand Theft Auto 5 online and get an idea. Maybe it might look like this. Who knows? So, funny thing, getting a job and doing all these different things that you can do in Microsoft 2024, like fly any airplane, maybe you can buy an airplane, maybe you can go fly all these different mission sets. A lot of those were already built into this game for Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online. And at some point, I think it was around 2017, 2018, they introduced the concept of being able to buy an airplane hangar inside of Grand Theft Auto, and then you could buy airplanes. So the work that you do makes you money, of course, and then you can take that money, buy different airplanes, and do different things with them. So I thought it'd be fun to make a little video here showcasing what that might look like should this be a similar open world concept inside of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. So I think that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is going to have more cutscenes than somebody mentioned in a comment that Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't have cutscenes. And when we watched the trailer the other day, or the trailer reaction, guys, I don't see how maybe you can get some after the fact picture or some video or something and show like, hey, here's what it looks like outside the cockpit. Maybe it's not a cutscene, but I don't know how some of it can't be a cutscene. And the fact that somebody said that there are none, which is BS, because every time you start up Microsoft Flight Simulator and you go out to the tarmac, there's a cutscene of you going out to the tarmac and getting ready to go, and you hear the ATC talking. So there are cutscenes. That's a bunch of baloney. There's not, once you get going, there's really not that many, but I think for what they're trying to accomplish inside of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, I think that they very well could. So what's this? This is like cargo operations, right? So, well, you can sling load with a Chinook, or in this case, a fake Chinook that looks like some kind of a mashup of a CH-47, a CH-46, and a CH-53 from the Marines. But in all three of those, you should be able to go out, sling load a vehicle or anything that you want, cargo container, drop it into the ocean, whatever, and then take it from point A to point B. So that's what's going on here. I gotta keep every time I kind of find a different vehicle, I'm like, let's go do this mission. Maybe with this particular helicopter, you could go out and do scenic tours. You could do mission sets where you're doing VIP support. Somebody's talking to me on my iWatch here, but it's just telling me I need to get up and stand up and go do something instead of editing video. So, you could totally do scenic tours. I mean, yeah, okay. This is one thing. You could switch views from the inside to the outside. I think in a simulator, most of us are just used to being on the inside of the cockpit. But GTA is very third party, so we get the third party thing. We're flying along. The graphics look great. You've got a mission set. You remember the wildlife photography? That's what I was looking for here. I was like, you know what? That wildlife photography thing where you actually get out of the vehicle, you get out of the helicopter or out of the airplane. They show in the trailer a shot of somebody flying into the bush and then taking pictures, doing like wildlife photography on the fly, which is totally cool. But I don't necessarily think that I don't know if you're going to be able to get out of the cockpit. Like, I'd be really surprised if they created a full-on character that's anywhere near as detailed as what you can get in this 10-year-old game of Grand Theft Auto, where you can go and land into some very highly detailed areas. Just recently, they've added animals and a photography scene and a whole thing into Grand Theft Auto. It actually, every day, it gives you different animals that you need to take, that you can, if you choose to, because it's an open world game, that you can go out and take pictures of. And this is almost exactly like what you saw in the trailer, where you fly out there and you find some kind of an animal, you take a picture. They actually pay you if you take a picture of the right animals. I did not in this particular collage of clips that I'm getting here. I was like, oh, guess neither one of those animals were the right ones, but had I taken a picture of whatever it was, sometimes it's a cat, sometimes it's a crow or whatever it is, it'll pay you money. You could take that money and you could go do other things. So what if Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 did that? What if you are actually doing these mission sets for money? How cool would that be? So you get that money, maybe you bank that money, and with that money you can go get more flight training, maybe you go get a different job, maybe you can go buy an airplane and start your own little entrepreneur type thing. Maybe you can start a charter company and go buy yourself a Cirrus Vision jet, and then you go out and market. I doubt that you would market yourself. The game will probably just have some type of system where there's contracts that become available. You know, like, hey, we have somebody that needs a flight, and then you go to your hangar, wherever that's at. Maybe you buy a hangar, and then you go get the correct aircraft that fits the mission set, and then you go out and you fly that mission set, and you make money. But during doing the actual mission part of it is just like a regular flight sim, where you would actually fly the aircraft. Maybe you would fly an instrument flight. Maybe you'd actually be in the clouds flying your flight. Maybe you'd be doing everything that you would regularly do. And then when you get to your location, maybe there's something that you have to do. Maybe you just do a regular landing. And it feels like it gives you a little bit of purpose. I definitely feel that, and I understand that, because you kind of get bored with the flight simulator just flying from one place to another. So they're trying to gamify it. They're trying to keep things interesting and fun. And I really think that a lot of that is going to fall to the game. A lot of this is going to fall to the gamer crowd. So, but what if you could do that? What if you fly VIP? We just flew into Sandy Shores Airfield here. I got a dude coming out to the aircraft with his dog, his sheep dog or whatever that thing is. And, you know, let's say they jump in, and I now take them to their next location. I stole the other helicopter. It's Grand Theft Auto, guys. I stole the helicopter that was sitting there on the pad and decided, you know what? Sounds like a great idea. We're going to go for a flight. We're going to go run up here and just do some sightseeing. Maybe we do some search and rescue, and we're up here at Mount whatever they call it. I think it's I forget what they call it in the game, but I think it's modeled after Mount Shasta, which is like Northern California, which is kind of cool. So just kind of did a few things, just kind of went flying. There's just all kinds of different things. In the military, we did a lot of NOE, or Nap of the Earth flying, which is basically just flying low to the ground. You would never fly NOE right over the top of cars and stuff like this, but or into treetops for that matter. But it's a lot of fun. We had routes. Normally we had routes. If you're overseas or something, you probably wouldn't necessarily have routes, but that's good stuff. I don't necessarily know why they would build that into Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, but who knows? Maybe that would just be something that you might want to do, or you could do as you're doing your mission set, whatever your mission set is, right? So maybe you need to, maybe you're flying some rubber dog crap out of Hong Kong. That's the mission set. You got to get stuff, merchandise from point A to point B. So you go and you grab your C-130, whatever it is that you're flying, your cargo aircraft, and you fly from point A to point B to drop something off. So I went over here, grabbed another aircraft. Technically, I'm stealing it, but whatever. For the case of this video, I thought it'd just be cool to come here, see if I could find this aircraft. It did spawn in for me, and it's actually a really stable aircraft to fly in Grand Theft Auto. So I've enjoyed this game. It's been a good time, and I would imagine, I don't know how they couldn't do this, but just have all these different aircraft and different mission sets. We already know that there's C-130s and C-17s in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 because it's in the trailer, okay? It's a very prominent aircraft that was utilized in the trailer, at least in trailer number 2. I don't remember the first trailer, but you know, look at these guys. I mean, even in GTA for a 10-year-old game, this is fairly detailed. The gauges may not work. I would never actually, fly in GTA using the inside dashboard just because there's no widescreen peripherals. You don't have a looking out the left and the right, but you could set that up in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. You get the best of both worlds. You're going to get the game, the gamification, and you're going to get Microsoft Flight Simulator. You're going to get the ability to do everything that you do in the Flight Simulator, but you're going to be able to pair that up with the gaming world. So if you're a gamer and you like gaming, this might be a great opportunity for you. This could be, the catalyst of flight simulators that marries the two things that you can do in the flight simulation world. So apparently the guys down here at the base did not like that. I ended up with a 2-star wanted rating there, or whatever you call that, and I quickly just decided it would probably be best to take off and go find another airport. So we're headed back to Sandy Shores with our rubber dog crap, and heading that back over here to do whatever it is that we're going to do. So many different options. What do you guys think? I mean, I want to hear what you guys' thoughts are. Do you think it might be an open world concept? Do you think that we'll have the ability as a person to, maybe we'll have an avatar that you can create and you can get out of the aircraft and walk around and go into your hangar? I don't personally think that it'll be that way. I think that, or if it is, I think that it'll be a very dumbed down situation. Don't do that, by the way. Don't fly underneath the wing of a C-130 with a small aircraft. Probably just a bad idea. But I definitely want to know your thoughts. I think there's going to be I think the focus will be more on the flight simulation than the capabilities of what we'll be able to do in the actual mission sets. But I mean, there's some amazing graphics that we've already seen it. The sinking ships, the sunsets. We're gonna have Microsoft Flight Simulators graphics and all that, guys. There's a lot of interesting things that I can't wait to see. Somebody mentioned that we don't necessarily have to go out and buy the 4090 or the 5000 series cards just yet. Okay, they might have this set up so that they're taking the load off of our CPUs and putting it on their servers. So maybe we'll get lucky in the graphic department. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to wrap this video up. Definitely hit that like and subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Hit that notification bell. Let me know what you guys think. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. And hopefully you guys like this. All right. See ya.